Special coronation vestments, some of which have not been worn in the 70 years since the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, are being prepared to be used during the crowning of King Charles next week. Two significant historic garments in particular, known as the Supertunica and Imperial Mantle, will take center stage during the ceremony. The Supertunica is a long gold silk coat trimmed with gold lace. It was originally made for King George V's coronation in 1911. Caroline, Deputy Surveyor of the King's Works of Arts at the Royal Collection Trust, explained.
So behind me are some of the most historic and important textiles in the Royal Collection, and these are two of the most significant pieces worn by the sovereign during the investiture, with which the sovereign is invested. And so the first one is the Supertunica, and that takes the form of an open garment with sleeves, which is also known as the pall of cloth of gold. It is woven from cloth of gold and embroidered with goldwork embroidery to a design which has a strong tradition. And in terms of its history, it's based on ecclesiastical garments, and so it has a symbolic meaning from ancient tradition of the organization of coronations. Over this is worn the final piece of investiture clothing, and that is the Imperial Mantle. This one was made for King George IV in 1821 and was worn at the coronations of King George V, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth II, and will be reworn again on the day of the coronation. So both the Supertunica and the Imperial Mantle were last worn at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II on the 2nd of June 1953, so they haven't been worn for 70 years. As part of our care of items in the collection, obviously they're very carefully looked after. They're usually on display, in fact, in the Tower of London because they form part of the coronation regalia, the royal regalia. And so in readiness for the coronation on the 6th of May, we've been preparing them as part of all the very myriad of preparations.
The Imperial Mantle was made for King George IV in 1821 and was worn at the coronations of King George V, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth II. The items are usually on display to the public in the Tower of London. The coronation will take place in London's Westminster Abbey on May 6.